The Security Plus. This is, in my opinion, the greatest and most relevant exam CompTIA has. There is no other cert in their repertoire that holds as much weight as the Security Plus. It's highly relevant as far as knowledge goes and is a prerequisite for almost any security job nowadays. It touches on just about everything from reiterating the basics of Network Plus with TCP/IP and common ports. It also covers firewalls, encryptions, threat and threat actors, access management, infrastructure, and a whole bunch more. CompTIA recommends that students wishing to take the Security Plus have at least the Network Plus and 2 years of admin experience prior to attempting the exam. Now, personally, I don't think that's entirely necessary. It is possible to pass this exam without the Network Plus, and a majority of the prerequisite stuff can be learned on the fly. Now, in pursuit of all honesty, I did take the Net Plus immediately prior to this, and a solid 90% of the material was irrelevant to Security Plus. Now, this is by far one of the toughest exams I've ever taken. Like I said, it covers a ton of stuff and it will definitely work out your brain. I probably spent 2 months studying for the Security Plus, and I don't mean 1 or 2 pages here and there. 2 months of studying, 6 to 8 hours a day at minimum. Now, I was feeling pretty confident after passing the Network Plus, so I was feeling cocky and riding on my high horse. I thought I knew a whole bunch, that is, until I took a practice exam. I think I only scored like 30 out of 90 questions correctly the first time. But to be fair, that was only after doing a pretty quick Google search on the domains and thinking I knew stuff. So, moving on to the most asked question: what did I use to study? So, I started out by purchasing the Cybex Complete Bundle package thing off of Amazon. It came with 3 books, but I honestly only cracked open the practice exams book. I personally hate reading. It's 2020, why on earth would I want a paper cut trying to learn? Then I found Professor Messer on YouTube. If you take anything from this video, it should be watch Professor Messer. He is an absolute gem to the community and offers his entire library of materials for free on YouTube. His SYO 501 video course is 13 hours long and it contains 141 videos where he dives into depth in each and every topic on the exam. Now, I didn't take a bunch of notes. I probably only took 8 pages of notes over those 13 hours. I focused on writing down the more confusing topics and just tried to remember or memorize the simpler stuff. Now, in hindsight, I was probably ready to take the exam after completing the YouTube series, but being nervous, I decided I wanted to study some more material. I came across Udemy and Jason Dion's SYO 501 bootcamp. I was kind of reluctant about spending any more money on this already expensive exam, but Udemy was offering new students a 95% discount on the material, so the total price for his 15 hours of material was only $12. It was almost too good to pass up. So I spent the money on the course. While it was covering the same thing, the approaches were completely different. Dion dived into material that Messer didn't, and vice versa. So I believe the combination of them what really pushed me over the edge that day. I did also go through a few other courses briefly, like IT Pro TV and LinkedIn Learning. I only went through the topics I still felt unsure about just to reiterate what Dion and Messer had said. They're both excellent resources if you have a subscription. So after about 2 months, I finally decided to schedule the exam. The voucher is like $350 US total, but if you sign up for the CompTIA Store Club, they give you 20% off, so I only ended up paying like $280. So fast forward to exam day. I spent the whole night studying to the point of passing out at my desk. I woke up at like 6 a.m. and nervously started pouring through my notes. I spent 3 hours frantically trying to memorize everything on the paper before I finally decided to drive to the testing center. So now to the part that everyone's been waiting for, the actual exam. I walked into the testing room and sat down. My mind went completely blank. I started panicking and felt certain that I was going to fail. The simulation questions popped up and they were really simple. Now, I can't share any specifics, obviously, but suffice to say the ones I got were super easy. That gave me a whole bunch of confidence and I quickly flew through the multiple choice questions. I think I got around 75 questions in total and finished them in something like 30 minutes. I spent about 10 minutes going back through the questions, second guessing myself and losing all that confidence I had gained. I finally decided to hit submit and felt completely defeated. I knew I failed before I submitted it. Now, CompTIA requires you to fill out some basic demographic info before they show you their test results, and after each question I filled out, I felt more and more upset. Then, finally, congratulations. I officially passed the SYO 501 exam and was Security Plus certified. I let out a little squeal that made the person next to me laugh, and I ran out to get my results. And as you can see, I got my shiny certificate hanging up behind me now. It was a great experience, and I can't wait to take the next CompTIA cert. I'm debating either Pen Test Plus or CISA. So for my next video, I'll be doing something really fun. I'll be teaching my daughter some really cool tricks on PC, and I hope you tune in for that as well. Until then, stay learning, stay growing, stay overcoming. Peace.